So, Stanz, unless you've been living under a rock, you'll have seen that Hbomberguy uploaded a video, because it's all anyone's talking about.
And I do normally live under a rock, but I have watched this video because I heard too many good things about it. And there's something in my lizard brain that changes when a video is more than like 10 minutes. And I'm like, this must be good. And maybe this explains it all. Besides on stream, I don't watch any video on my computer setup. Because, like, I would just be playing a video game. I like video games more. But these YouTube videos, I don't know if you know this, I just sit on my couch and watch them.
Well, for Hbomberguy, it makes sense, because they are, like, actual amazing documentaries with the sort of research gone into them and really well crafted with a whole entire, like, storyline. They are amazing. If you go to his channel, you'll be able to see the amount of gravitas that the internet's giving it is worth it, because... He uploads like once every year, basically.
Yeah, this already has 5.7 million views in 3 days, which is absurd.
So, his latest video, as the title would suggest, is all about YouTube plagiarism. And I'll say right now, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. This video is not a supplementary, like, this doesn't replace watching the video. This is...
Not even a little. You can't replace it. It'd have to be a 7-week stream to somehow replace the video without just being plagiarism. You know, to really dive into it.
Hey, that's very apt. What we're going to be doing is, I thought it would be interesting to look at where all of the people who Hbomberguy mentioned are, and how have they taken to this video? What was
their response? Because I'm curious. I did not look any of them up. I didn't know, I mean, obviously I knew internet historian. I didn't know most of them before, and I'm very curious to see the type of person who would plagiarize massive swaths of their videos. I don't think are the kind of people who are going to be like, damn, that's on me. Won't happen again. You know what I mean? I think you almost have to. You don't have to. You can always be like a good person and say like, yeah, I'm a piece of shit. I'm gonna stop making videos or something like that. Because like, what do you say when someone does an expose on you?
So, with that in mind, let's have a look at some of the people that Hbomberguy called out. One of which was Filip, who made Nintendo Switch reviews. Yes. Or did he? Because he plagiarized them. And he's not been active in 2 years on any social media at all, apart from Instagram. Which, unfortunately, his latest upload on Instagram was him getting married.
Oh, why is that unfortunate?
Well, because now there's swathes of people on the internet going to his latest social media and just saying, wow,
did you steal that girl too? Oh, no.
It's so bad, dude. This will be a running theme throughout this Stanz, that if you don't respond to any of the points that Hbomberguy's made, the worst people can do is leave a comment on your most recent thing. So,
which is what we're seeing right now. Yeah.
Yes. So let's move on to Cinemassacre, or the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Okay.
Who is like an OG in YouTube history. I feel like you might not know of Angry Video Game Nerd, but you've at least heard of that word, right?
Yeah, I've heard AVGN a lot, like as like expertise, but I've never heard. But I assume that's this. You know, that's him.
So I was really curious about this one specifically because with the Angry Video Game Nerd being such a prominent, like, figurehead of YouTube, for him to be called out for plagiarism, I think is, like, huge. I was expecting there to be quite a lot of backlash and maybe some, like, at least some comments on, like, the latest uploads. And there was nothing that I could find. This video was up when the Hbomberguy video was posted. This would be where there would be people getting annoyed.
Right, before they find it and remove it theoretically. Yeah, there's not a single comment about it. Like, that's even weirder, right?
Not a single mention. It could be that people have just accepted that because this company's taken over, it seems like James isn't really part of the channel anymore, like as heavily as he used to be, so maybe they've already given up hope.
Yeah, like the audience has already transitioned a little bit. They're fans of like the new Angry Video Game Nerd, which other people might say is like this corporate version or the version that doesn't have like him in it as much.
Yeah, so I find it interesting that there's literally no comments at all. And most of the other people that we're going to come across have done what I expected and turned comments off. Let's go to iiluminaughtii.
So iiluminaughtii is this woman who does those kind of like business video essays, right?
Yeah, so she does videos that almost feel like they could be done by an AI, that is just like a certain topic that could be ranging from like, this celebrity has done bad thing to like, these drugs don't work how they used to. It's like with an undertone of like conspiracy almost behind like each one of the videos. It was revealed in in the Hbomberguy video that this, well, at least some of them are definitely plagiarizing other documentaries.
Right. It's different from some of the other people were taking from like forum posts or like other people's written word. But the thing about Illuminaughtii was a lot of it was, hey, Firefest was a big thing, and now there's a documentary about it. I am going to watch that documentary, and then I'm going to summarize, aka squeeze and plagiarize that documentary to fit it into 10 to 20 minutes for my YouTube channel.
So if you go to her most recent video, you'll see comments are turned off.
Yeah, you have to.
If you go to the next video,
right,
you'll see comments are turned off.
Do you have to turn, I've never turned comments off because I'm based. Do you have to do that manually for each video? Can you turn it off channel-wide?
It's manually for each video, and you can tell, well, you can do it channel-wide, I think, because I think it's like the 5th video has comments.
Oh my God.
I swear, I remember I clicked through, and there was comments eventually. Maybe she's done it. She turned them all off.
Oh, I think she did.
That's crazy.
Let me get some depth in here.
I was going through, and it was like the 5th or 6th video stands when I was checking this yesterday that had comments on it. And
they're all off. Yeah.
I was going to talk about some of the comments that were left, but she's completely nuked the whole channel. The reason that she might have nuked the whole channel could be something to do with this Twitter post Stanz. So I checked out her Twitter to see what was going on, and her latest post is from May 26th.
Oh, okay.
And it has a very vague and ominous aura around it.
Hey everyone, I'm fully aware of the recent false allegations that have surfaced. I want to take a moment to publicly state that I'm taking these allegations seriously and am committed to rectifying the situation promptly and appropriately. If they are false allegations, like what? How, taking false allegations seriously, rectifying what if they were false? Kind of a weird way to phrase it. I understand.
It's a weird way to phrase it, and also it feels like that could be a response to the Hbomberguy video, right?
Oh yeah, like hey, delete everything before this, so people think it's to that, but it's really not.
Yeah, it's really funny that this is an old tweet that fits to the situation. When I first read it, I was like, oh, she's responded, and then I was like, no, this is from months ago.
Right. It's funny how, and this was a recurring thread through the Hbomberguy video, like the people who have done it once have almost assuredly done it 50 times. And so where there's smoke, there's fire. The fact that this person has to reply to a plagiarism accusation, I think is all you need to know to dig a little bit deeper, and you'll probably find something. Yeah, Illuminaughtii. So this is the one that Hbomberguy talks about in the video as well.
Well,
yes, so this one...
where she defines plagiarism and adds a little tail on the end.
She makes up her own definition of plagiarism.
Yeah.
I thought most of it would be about the H-bomber and legal thing. If you go to the description and have a look at the timestamps, you can see that most of the video is about a completely different thing.
Right, you only get 3.5, sorry, you get 8 minutes of legal and Hbomberguy and plagiarism, and then it's sad milk, one topic to click, Wonderstruck, employment claims, legalities, mental health, dogs, awesome media, and conclusion.
She was living with some of the people that I think were from Sad Milk. I like briefly clicked through this because it wasn't really like, it seems intense and crazy, and she like cries throughout the video, and it's probably very intense things that's happening to her that is not relevant to anything to do with Hbomberguy or anything that we're covering, so I decided to just leave it alone. But her tweet is probably to do with this situation escalating rather than the plagiarism situation escalating. But then the tweet that she put out, that is her most recent tweet, the thread,
this one
is a month after she posted the exposed video.
Wait, what? So there must have been another thing.
There's either another thing or what I think is the other stuff that's the tail end of the exposed video got worse. And then she was just like, oh, fuck it. Okay, let's move on from Illuminaughtii. She's got her own stuff going on.
Still posting, but just completely comments off.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's move on to someone that the internet didn't seem too happy was being covered. Internet historian.
Can I set the record straight? Because I want to give context. Even if this doesn't make the YouTube video, I feel like I should give context to Twitch chat.
Sure.
I'm an internet historian hater.
That's fine.
Okay, yeah, but I feel like everyone loves internet historian. I feel like I watch a couple internet historian videos and I'm like, this doesn't do it for me.
So, internet historian actually uploaded a video like the day of Hbomberguys video dropping. They uploaded on the same day.
Dude, I'm actually back in. That's so sick. He had a break glass in case of emergency video.
Well, that's the thing, because I don't think he did. If you go on like his videos tab, and just have a look at how infrequently he uploads.
Right.
He had to have been working on that video and planning to upload it on that day regardless. The fact that he uploaded it, I would be like, okay, he has to have a shit ton of comments. And he does, to be fair. There's a lot of people calling him out.
Oh, deleting comments? Ooh.
People have said deleting comments on our videos before, and I'm like, dude, I don't see the comments that you're even talking
Kids
about.
Kids has already fucking hidden them from the channel, that's why. Yeah, it cannot be. So for those of you that haven't watched the Hbomberguy video, which again, go watch the video, it's really good. It's easy to hear about these plagiarism claims and be like, oh, well, this is a historical event, or like this person, and that can be for all of them, for Illuminati as well, right? Like Firefest happened, she's just recounting those things. But what you find out is they're not just similar, they are ripped line for line, as well as the pacing and the story and how they are told. And I think the internet story one is actually, I was going to say the most blatant until the Somerton stuff, but it was the most blatant of like, this is not even your art. Because even if you thought the story was interesting, the way it was told by the editor at Mental Floss was so interesting, and Internet Historian just ripped it for his video.
Okay, so this is Internet Historian's Twitter, and as you will see, hasn't said anything about the situation at all. All he has done is do what he normally does and posts when he's posting a new video. No comments on it. However, Stanz, Internet Historian might not have said anything, but his fans have. Out of all of the people that Hbomberguy mentioned, his were the most vocal. I
actually saw a couple tweets that were like, this is the average Internet Historian fan, which is unfair because it's like the people who are vocal are usually in a minority. So Internet Historian creates a video using Mental Floss's article without their permission. They copyright claim the video. Internet Historian and Mental Floss work it out, and 6 months later, Hbomberguy decides to interject himself into something that didn't involve him. The myth of consensual business. I consent. I don't. Isn't there somebody you forgot to ask? For those of you that haven't seen this meme template, it is Jesus Christ, and it's about, consensual sex. Jesus Christ, not
Jesus Christ being a cook in the corner.
Yeah, not consenting to it. This is actually so funny.
It's funny if it's ironic, but it's crazy that you would take away from that video that Mental Floss consented to any of the fucking thing happening. If there was a version of this meme, the one that's accurate would be Mental Floss definitely not consenting. That's the whole point.
There was a moment in the Hbomberguy video, again, go watch the video, where you could see the appeal written by Mental Floss, and it was brutal. It was like, hey, this is blatantly ripped from me. These lines were all completely used. This video has no original work in it. And I was like, holy shit.
We've had to deal with copyright claims every now and then, not like strikes, but things that are just saying, hey, we want the money.
Yeah.
And there is always places that they can put details behind it, and they don't. They say nothing. They just say, hey, we want the money. We're not going to give any reason for it. Whereas the Mental Floss had like a full paragraph of like, you f***ed me, you piece of shit.
Yeah, it ruled. It was cool.
So yeah, the people, and as you can see, Stanz has had a lot of views, a lot of likes. People were talking about this, and there were a lot of Internet Historian fans that were very strongly worded against this. And I saw more people on Internet Historian side of my Twitter than I saw against.
This is, to be clear, this is the kind of shooters I want in my community. If you're watching this video and you're like, I'm down to be a little buck wild, this is the kind of people I need. I want you. What do we got here? You could also tell how vindictive HB is by how he went after Internet Historian, bringing up a case where Internet Historian corrected his mistakes and made amends, and also dragging him for past videos. But yeah, what? But yeah, Hassan stealing content is fine because he has your politics. Got it.
Yeah, it's really interesting to bring the whole politics part in, and also Hassan, because everyone loves to fucking dog on Hassan. Yeah. Whatever, that's a whole different conversation. But to mention politics at all in this is strange, because all the other people that he talks about in the video, if you're going to talk about like Internet Historian being slightly right-leaning, they're all slightly left-leaning. So
yeah, it's just leftists and gamers, bro. He's fucking us all.
I also, during this, Stanz, I found your alt account.
Oh? I thought I hid this from you.
Before you watched the video.
I don't know who Hbomberguy or Internet Historian are. I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's the fun part about doing these, though, right? I truly had never seen an Hbomberguy video, although people had recommended the Roblox oof sound one to me. Hadn't watched it yet. And I had watched 1 or 2 Internet Historian videos, and it's fine. But I had no idea what was going to happen.
So again, another person that hasn't responded and said anything, Stanz. Let's move on to the juice. Are you ready?
I'm ready to move on to the juice. And then I know it's gotta be Somerton. It has to be, right?
Oh, you best believe that it's Somerton.
You know why I knew that? Because he just blatantly lies in that video. Like, the clips of him on his Twitch stream are absurd right after. So for those of you that haven't seen, he plagiarizes these things. He is called out for it. He changes them. He says based on, he puts it in the description of the video. And then later on his Twitch stream, he goes, oh, that was always in the description. Oh, I had gotten permission from the author beforehand. Just blatant lies that maybe were the most mind-blowing thing in the whole video. That someone could, there's evidence. It's public.
It is crazy. You can see, first of all, his videos were already crazy. I love the title and thumbs. Monsters will be boys. Honestly, if it wasn't all plagiarism, I'd be down.
Well, that's why people like him. That's why he's getting subscribers,
Exactly.
right? People who want to learn more about film with an LGBTQ plus like slant. And if he was uncovering those insights and delivering those nuggets, this channel would rule, right? The problem is he wasn't.
Yeah, completely. Much like all of the other people we've covered, every video, as you can guess. Click on the first one. Let's see. Are there comments? Do you think there'll be comments?
Oh, gotta be disabled. Yeah.
Comments disabled. I think channel-wide comments are
Yeah.
disabled. I'm scrolling down. Every video I click is comments
Dude,
disabled.
Elves Are
much
Gay
like
is such a
Illuminaughtii.
hard title. Did you see that?
Yeah, dude. So if you've seen the video, you know he was the worst of the worst, taking gay people's voices left, right, and center, being very cringe. So his response is the biggest out of everyone's, which makes sense. Because, Stanz, I would love to link you his Twitter. I would love to link you his Patreon. I would love to link you anything but his YouTube. But he nuked everything.
Even his Patreon, he was making a decent amount of money. There's only one screenshot I'll post from James Somerton's Discord. This is all he had to say to the people who paid him actual real money. Goodbye, everyone. Whoa, you think he's gone forever?
He had a separate Patreon Discord. So he had a regular YouTube Discord, and then
and this person was just like, this is what happened in the Patreon Discord.
And they were a patron supporter, and put a couple of posts on the Patreon before then just completely deleting it and nuking the whole entire Discord. Well, okay, I have an update with Nick as well, so we will get there. Maybe Nick was left off a bit too lightly from Hbomberguys. Here is Nick's response from screenshots from the Discord.
Ooh.
His response: how could I be plagiarizing? I can't read.
What? James Somerton's co-author's defense against the plagiarism accusation being, it's impossible for my work to be plagiarism because I don't do any research ever, is maybe the funniest thing to come out of this so far. Of course not, because I don't read. I don't even watch other YouTubers. And these days, neither does James. Yo, that's the Stanz defense, bro.
He never watches YouTubers, so what? He can't plagiarize from all of the articles and
That's
books
me,
that he
bro. If
plagiarized
it turns
from?
out my videos are plagiarism, you're going down, because I've never watched any of these things. I am Nick in this situation. How the fuck would I know what's going on? You could have plagiarized today's whole content.
Also, the next line is very funny.
Okay, we're gonna let you in on a channel secret. You heard it here, folks. I don't do research. Nick.
He's saying it like that's we've got you there. I bet they didn't expect this one. As a writer, you don't do research.
Fuck, I'm not doing this to play devil's advocate, but
Oh, stop.
it's kind of sick if you can just watch something and like regurgitate something well-reasoned. And I don't think it's possible to do without research, right? I think it is very difficult to do. But if Nick is this all-knowing media fucking god, the thought that he could watch anything and be like, this is how it pertains to gay people, and I know everything about gay history, so here's what I'll talk about, that's so sick.
But he doesn't watch anything. That's what he's saying. So
I know, he just knows it. That's what I'm saying. He's omnipotent. He's gay god.
I think what this implies is that James comes with all of the plagiarized info and then gives it to Nick, and then like with the bits that he's written and gone, okay, write a paragraph that goes from this plagiarized section into this plagiarized section. Which
so sick.
I feel like the only reason he would say I don't do research is so that he can legally, like, not legally, but like he can prove
in the court of
that
public
he
opinion.
hasn't, in the court of public opinion, that he hasn't like come across any gay media whatsoever and gone, this sounds an awful lot like what we said in our video.
That's so funny. Somerton was making $170,000 per year on Patreon, apparently, and continues to belabor this point. But that is more money annually than I have ever made in my entire career, and he did it in part by ripping me off. That's actually so sad.
And then someone quote retweeted that with this.
So, I'm aware I was one of the many writers Somerton plagiarized. I'm fucking pissed. I'll speak to my lawyer about what, if anything, can be done. I'm sure many have already reported him to Patreon and YouTube. I'm open to more suggestions on how to best handle this. Dude, James's response is going to be so sick, because you know it's going to happen. This guy's not going to...
I don't think it's going to happen.
Bro, you think he's leaving behind $170,000? Someone who was willing to lie directly to his Twitch chat, like just say things that didn't happen. He's going to try and make a comeback
on YouTube
within a month. I'm calling my shot right now.
Silly Stanz thinks James Somerton would address this and not run away. Well, he has completely removed every video from his channel as of recording this, along with any sort of branding or evidence he even existed. So I assume, along with deleting his Discord, Patreon, and Twitter, he's just trying to disappear. No surprise there from me.
There were some funny memes that we can end on, though, Stanz, about the whole situation.
Illuminati when the video moved over to a 2-hour dissection of James Somerton. Hey, I got off pretty easy. Actually, so true. You know the best part of the Illuminati thing, and you got to watch the Hbomberguy video to find this because I will not be linking it, was her doing a story time about how she filled her toilet with shit and couldn't even see the hole. What the f was going on there?
I have no idea, dude.
That shit was
all over Twitter, though. It's crazy.
Crazy. Illuminati when H-Bomb moved on to James Somerton. And now you're more in trouble than me, unfortunately.
I just share that one because I love just that scene of I think you should leave. Couldn't encapsulate more how I think everyone in the video felt when James was like
moved on to the next person.
Yeah,
it's like, whew, only 30 minutes for me. Thank God. Thank God.
Your cup was actually full of plagiarism, whereas mine was empty. So, and then this final meme, just to wrap it all up.
Me when Hbomberguy finds my 7th grade essay about the history of saxophone. 80% was stolen from Wikipedia.
Wait.
I have not. I don't know why I'm trying to like weasel word this. I've never plagiarized. I don't think I've ever plagiarized anything.
Okay, you've never sounded more guilty in your whole
I know, that's why. I was like, why am I saying like this? Because I was thinking. Yeah, do that.
Over here.
But I'm scared, is why I'm saying. That's what's so funny about this. I'm like, well, fuck, I got a lot of videos. What if I did? And it's like, well, I don't think I could have. Because I don't.
You have to write and organize your videos.
Exactly. Dude, it's literally the Nick defense. I'm like, well, wait, how could I have plagiarized? I guess I could have plagiarized an idea that I heard and didn't remember.
Okay, that's the video. Woo! Thank you for watching. Woo.
Great video.